When the Porsche 996 was first unveiled in 1997, it signaled a fundamental change at Porsche. According to Porsche, the 996 was officially the first water-cooled Porsche 911, breaking with tradition and bidding farewell to the preceding generations of air-cooled 911s. Understandably, this reset resulted in an all-new Porsche 911 with its share of problems and issues that have developed in the years since its introduction. Most of these problems and their solutions extend to Boxster, Cayman, and 997 models through 2008. Number 1. The most well-known issue with the Porsche 996 is the IMS bearing. However, intermediate shaft bearing failures can be easily prevented simply by replacing the IMS bearing as part of preventative maintenance. Cylindrical roller and ball bearings need to be changed out regularly to prevent failures. The only exception to this is the IMS solution that backdates the IMS bearing to use an oil pressure-fed plain bearing like what is found in air-cooled Porsche 911 engines. Number 2. Porsche 996 models through 2001 with the 5-chain engine have variochem variable valve timing wear pads that can degrade prematurely. Engines with more than 4 degrees of camshaft timing deviation often need these wear pads replaced. If you are changing your IMS bearing, be sure to check the camshaft deviations and plan on replacing these variochem wear pads, as well as the 4th and 5th chains. Number 3. Cylinder issues including cylinder bore scoring are the most common problem with the Porsche 996. The only way to definitively check for bore scoring is to have the cylinder bores scoped. If your engine has been given a clean bill of health, there are things you can do to prevent bore scoring, starting with more frequent oil changes using driven DT40 oil. Google LN Engineering Prevent Bore Scoring to learn more about bore scoring prevention. Number 4. Cracked cylinder heads are another common issue caused by water pump impeller debris becoming lodged in the coolant passages. However, simply replacing the Porsche 996 water pump every 4 to 6 years or 50 to 75,000 miles can easily prevent this problem before it happens. Be sure to install a low-temperature thermostat at the same time and never install a metal impeller water pump. Consider replacing the coolant expansion tank at the same time, as these do develop leaks over time and a cracked expansion tank can lead to overheating or coolant loss. Number 5. The AOS, or air oil separator, applies a vacuum to the engine crankcase, reducing windage and increasing horsepower. If the Porsche 996 AOS fails, oil can be ingested by the intake and can lead to smoking, or in a serious failure, can hydrolock the engine. The AOS and associated vent lines should be replaced regularly. Porsche 996 models should have 4 to 6 inches of water column of vacuum when tested with a manometer. The AOS vent lines as well as oil fill tube and any other plastic components can crack, leading to vacuum leaks that will cause the engine to run rich, washing down cylinder bores and further contributing to bore scoring issues. Number 6. Another well-known Porsche 996 problem is failure of the RMS or rear main seal. Machining issues initially caused RMS oil leaks in early models, requiring engine replacement to correct this issue. However, RMS leaks can and do occur even in normal use. Porsche did redesign the rear main seal, and anytime you have the flywheel removed, the newest genuine Porsche PTFE Teflon seal should be fitted. This is usually done at the same time as clutch replacement. Don't forget to check the dual mass flywheel, as they do go bad and should be replaced at the same time as the clutch and pressure plate. Number 7. Misfires caused by bad coil packs are common. Porsche 996 engines can be fitted with updated 997 coil packs whenever resealing spark plug tubes or fitting new spark plugs to prevent ignition-related issues. Number 8. Porsche 996 models are notorious for cooling issues caused by leaves and other debris that clogs radiators and condensers. This can easily be remedied by removing the front bumper to clean out this contamination annually. Be sure to inspect radiator plastic end caps for leaks, as they are known to fail. Number 9. The most common electrical issue with the Porsche 996 is caused by degradation of the alternator starter cable, which can be upgraded with the 997 cable. Number 10. The Porsche 996 is known to have random occurrences of low oil pressure not caused by engine damage, overheating, or incorrect oil viscosity. This problem can be fixed by installing an upgraded 997 oil pressure relief piston and spring. Erratic pressure readings or false low oil pressure warnings can be fixed simply by replacing the oil pressure sender. Number 11. Tracking a Porsche 996 can lead to additional issues that must be addressed prior to taking your 911 to any high-performance driving event. With exception of GT2, GT3, and turbo models, the lack of a dry sump on Porsche 996 models can also lead to oiling-related failures unless a deep sump is fitted. Number 12. Weak connecting rod bolts are also a known issue on the 996 when tracked, so be aware that engines repeatedly subjected to high RPM abuse, have raised rev limits, or have been over-revved can suffer rod bolt failures or spun connecting rod bearings. Number 13. The most common problems with 996 Turbo and 996 GT models are leaky coolant pipes, which should be welded and pinned to prevent future failures. Outside of the most common issues associated with Porsche 996 models, there are items considered normal wear and tear that should be addressed through preventative maintenance. Having your Porsche 996 regularly inspected and serviced by a Porsche expert is the best way to prevent problems or failures with Porsche 911 models.
Call or visit ellenengineering.com to learn more.